What if I told you that up to 40% of what you do every single day isn't even a conscious choice? From the way you eat, to how you scroll, to when you sleep, it's all running on autopilot. That's the power of habits, those invisible routines controlling our lives. Some push us forward, propelling us toward our goals, while others hold us back, keeping us stuck in cycles we can't seem to break. But here's the good news, you can rewire them. You have the power to change. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of habits, how they form, why they stick so stubbornly, and most importantly, how you can use proven psychological principles to break the bad ones and build powerful new ones that will transform your life. Welcome to the Psyche Corner TV, where we unlock the secrets of the mind. So, what exactly is a habit? Think about brushing your teeth this morning. You probably didn't have to consciously think about every single step. You just did it. That's what a habit is. A behavior so repeated that it becomes automatic. Your brain does this to save energy, creating mental shortcuts for everyday tasks. Psychologists explain this process through a simple but powerful model called the habit loop, popularized by author Charles Duhigg. It consists of three parts. First, there's the cue, the trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode. This could be a specific time of day, a location, an emotion, or even the preceding action. For example, your phone buzzes. Second, there's the routine, the behavior itself, which can be physical, mental, or emotional. Following the cue of your phone buzzing, the routine is picking it up and starting to scroll through social media. And finally, there rests the reward, the payoff, that helps your brain figure out if this particular loop is worth remembering for the future. The reward for scrolling might be a little hit of dopamine from seeing something entertaining, a feeling of connection, or simply a distraction from boredom. When you repeat this cue routine reward loop often enough, your brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with it, and boom, a habit is born. The behavior becomes so ingrained that the cue and reward become neurologically intertwined, creating a powerful craving that drives the habit forward, often without you even realizing it. Understanding this loop is the first step to taking back control. Now let's explore the science behind why habits are so hard to change. It's not just a matter of willpower. Habits literally live in a different part of your brain than conscious decision-making. They reside in the basal ganglia, an ancient part of the brain that acts as its autopilot center. This is why you can be driving home on a familiar route and suddenly realize you don't remember the last few miles your basal ganglia took over. When you try to break a habit using willpower alone, you're using your prefrontal cortex, the center of logic and reasoning, to fight against a deeply wired automatic process. It's like trying to consciously control your breathing forever. Eventually, the automatic system takes back over. This is why so many New Year's resolutions fail. But Charles Duhigg offers a golden rule. You can't erase a bad habit, but you can replace it. The key is to keep the cue and the reward the same, but change the routine. Let's take a common example, stress eating. The cue might be feeling overwhelmed at work. The old routine is reaching for a sugary snack. The reward is a temporary feeling of comfort and distraction. To change this, you identify the cue, feeling stressed, and find a new routine that delivers a similar reward. Instead of grabbing a cookie, you could try 5 minutes of deep breathing, a quick walk around the office, or listening to a calming song. The reward is still stress relief, but you've replaced an unhealthy routine with a healthy one. By consciously practicing this new loop, you are actively reprogramming your brain, weakening the old pathway and strengthening the new one. It's not about fighting your brain. It's about working with its natural processes. So why do bad habits, in particular, seem to have such a tight grip on us? It comes down to one simple concept: instant gratification. Bad habits are masters of the immediate reward. Binge watching that new series on Netflix gives you instant entertainment. Skipping the gym provides immediate comfort on the couch. Eating junk food delivers an immediate rush of taste and pleasure. Our brains are hardwired to love these quick wins. Good habits, on the other hand, often come with delayed rewards. The benefits of exercising, eating healthy, or studying for an exam aren't felt right away. They pay off in the long run with better health, knowledge, or fitness. Psychologists call this present bias, our natural tendency to overvalue immediate rewards at the expense of future ones. Our brain craves that hit of dopamine asterisk, now asterisk, not next week or next year, even if we intellectually know the long-term cost of the bad habit is huge. The trick then is to flip the script. You need to find a way to make your good habits more rewarding in the short term, so your brain actually wants to repeat them. This brings us to the most important part: how to build powerful habits that stick. Here are 4 proven psychology hacks you can start using today. First, start ridiculously small. The biggest mistake people make is trying to do too much too soon. Instead of saying, "I'm going to run a marathon," shrink the habit. Say, "I'm going to put on my running shoes and walk for 5 minutes. Want to read more?" Start with 1 page a night. These small wins are crucial because they release dopamine, creating a positive feedback loop that makes you want to do it again. B.J. Fogg, a behavior scientist at Stanford, calls this tiny habits. It's about building momentum. Second, use a technique called habit stacking. This means you attach a new habit you want to build onto an existing one you already do automatically. The old habit becomes the cue for the new one. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Or after I brush my teeth at night, I will do 2 minutes of stretching. This leverages your brain's existing wiring to make the new habit feel natural and effortless. Third, design your environment for success. Don't rely on willpower, it's a finite resource. Instead, make your desired behaviors easy and your undesired behaviors difficult. If you want to stop snacking on chips, don't keep them in the house. If you want to drink more water, keep a water bottle on your desk at all times. If you want to go to the gym in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. By controlling your environment, you make the right choice the easiest choice. You're removing friction for good habits and adding friction for bad ones. Finally, and this is critical, reward yourself immediately. Remember that present bias? Use it to your advantage. Your brain needs a reason to stick with a new habit, especially when the long-term benefits are far away. After you complete your new habit, give yourself a small, immediate reward. This could be listening to your favorite song after a workout, enjoying a relaxing cup of tea after a study session, or simply tracking your progress on a calendar and feeling the satisfaction of checking off another day. This reward reinforces the habit loop and tells your brain, "Hey, this was good. Let's do it again." Here's the truth. Your habits are shaping you every single moment, even when you're not paying attention. They are the architects of your identity and your future. But you are not powerless. You are the chief architect. You have the ability to take control. By understanding the habit loop, starting small, stacking habits, designing your environment, and making your good habits immediately rewarding, you can literally rewire your brain and, by extension, your life. It's not about a sudden, dramatic transformation. It's about small, consistent choices that compound over time into remarkable results. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Psyche Corner TV, where psychology meets everyday life. Remember, your mind is your greatest tool. Until next time, keep shaping your habits, because your habits are shaping you.